Welcome to Decker Poker. I'm Jack Decker, and away we go. King, ace, king, offsuit. Oh, let's gamble. I'm going to go all in. And our tournament's going to start up in 7 minutes. Love the double up here. Come on, someone call me. Oh, I played against him just recently. I think I have, unless that's a common avatar. I went all in under the gun. So I'm representing strength. Either that or being crazy. Come on, someone call me. Shoot. We got 50 out of that whole thing. Pair of eight, pair of eights, middle pair. I'll call that. Hoping to land trips. Or that the flop has all low cards, lower than eights. No, it has an ace instead. Gotta throw good money after bad. I'll throw good money after bad. Well, yeah. Now I'm just hoping for an 8 to fall. Because then I'd have a full house. He's representing a flush. I'm going to fold. Jack 5 suited. The blinds are so small, I'll match this. Hoping to see a flush. Got myself a flush. Now, do I slow play this? Well, if I do, there's an ace and king, ace, king, queen that would be higher than my jack. We're going to take that risk, but we're just going to do half pot. See if someone get a little value out of this, hopefully. Okay. All right, that's better. Now there's only a fourth of a chance that another club will fall, and yes, what would it be? The odds that they would have an ace, king, queen of clubs is really small. Okay, doing half pot. Okay, I have a flush. If he has trips, if he has a top pair, I beat him. Obviously, if he has a higher club and he has two clubs, he would beat me. I'm going to try to... I'll just do pot. See if I can get him to come in. Not going all in. I'm hoping he will go all in, thinking that he can pressure me out. No, he's just... Okay. And yeah, I had a flush. Gotcha. Okay, 7-6 suited. Top pair. Maybe that's what I have. Top pair. So we'll see if someone has an overpair or wants to make a stupid move. Or thinks that I'm bluffing. I have King 9. Sorry, I'm being distracted. Having discussions with someone who could possibly get me a better job. Discussion's not always going the way I like. So I'm a little bit distracted here. And I get nothing. Max. Sorry, I'm distracted. Job has to come first. How I make money comes first, and so far this channel is not making me any money. It's costing me money. I'm hoping he calls me. Come on, call me. Sorry. Pair of queens, pair of town cruises. Conversation with the person that's possibly giving me a good job. Not going well. Only 10 will save me now. Nope, I'm out. No, I'm not out. I'm... I got a pair. These are horrible cards. Okay, I'll probably get knocked out here, but I got not really in a good mood right now. Okay, I did get knocked out. Okay, folks, I'm sorry. Trying to get you videos. We got knocked out in 221st place. I was very distracted this tournament here because I'm trying to correspond with someone who earlier today had a line on a job for me, and then during this tournament here I found out it's already been filled. Right now, the woman I'm living with has just had open heart surgery. And that means all the bills are now going to fall on me for probably at least 9 weeks. And the job I have now, I'm not going to be able to probably afford the bills that are now going to come in. Fortunately, I talked to my bank, and they're going to raise the credit limit for my credit card and also for a reserve line of credit I have with them. I talked to the loan specialist tomorrow. If I had gotten this job, it would have been almost a 50% increase in pay for me. And it would have been something that I could have actually worked on this channel while doing, in part. The job would always have to come first, but the type of job I was looking at, there would be a lot of downtime, and they would have allowed you to do whatever you like as long as you stay there. But right now, the person that was going to give me the referral, who has just recently been hired by this employer, found out that there's 2 job openings earlier today, and he contacted me. He asked me and another person we know if we get the job. He asked me if I thought this our person would take the job, and we've been exchanging text messages back and forth. And then when he contacted, I guess, his new boss, he found out that they'd already filled the 2 positions. The one I'm living with is right now recovering in the hospital, and I had told her the good news while I was receiving the good news, while I was visiting her when I was getting these texts with the good news. And it really lifted her spirits. It would have greatly relieved the financial stress that we're about to experience. Her employer She is on salary. Her employer will not pay her anything while she is recovering. He says she's used up her sick and leave time this year, and she has no more sick and leave time. I guess she used up the very last of it when she had essentially the heart attack. And so now she's not being paid because she can't work. She can't receive unemployment. So unemployment, it just means we're going to be financially hurting here for a while. I might even have to put this channel on hold. Because of that. Wish it wasn't the case. But, I mean, she didn't want to have open heart surgery. None of this was planned. We were doing really well until that happened. The woman I'm living with is a widow. And it's been 4 years since her husband's death. And she was just about to be out of debt from trying to. She used up all their savings, and her husband didn't believe in life insurance. If you're a husband or if you're a spouse, whatever, and you don't have life insurance, get life insurance. Don't be a dick. When you die, a huge financial burden falls upon those you leave behind. Give up that 6-pack of beer. That you buy like probably once a month is probably all it would take you to have life insurance. Because he didn't have life insurance, and because she loved him and obviously wanted him to survive, she burned through all their savings. She went into debt, refinanced her house, using that money to try to save him, maxed out her credit cards, all that type of stuff. And so, 4 years later, she was just working herself out of that debt. And now this has happened. So she has no resources to fall back onto. I mean, she's in debt. And so it's now fallen to me. And I had some debts that I've been working on. I was getting close to eliminating. And now this has fallen. So... And at the same time, I'm trying to have this channel continue. And it's really hard to do that. It's the stress from this situation. The stress of her having open heart surgery, her having the problem that caused her to have open heart surgery. Just everything involved, and now the financial stress is just massive. I cannot tell you during my darkest moments what thoughts have gone through my head, but I won't, because it would just leave her in a mess. It sucks. Quite a fall I've had. From being the chief marketing officer for a search engine optimization firm out in Boston to this. Now I'm basically just a manual labor, what I'm doing now. I'm here in Dubuque, and there's just no opportunities here. In the 3 years that I've been here, there have been, I think, at most 7 marketing jobs that have come available. At most. And some of those I couldn't even do. Like one was with the Humane Society, but I'm allergic to cats and birds, so I only deal with the dogs. And then there were others that another two that were really just sales jobs, and I'm not a salesperson, I'm a marketer. There is a difference. And even another was someone who wanted a part-time marketer for a small town. And you should have seen their wish list. And also, it was the person I would have answered to was the human resources director of human resources. Never heard of a marketer answering to director of human resources. Never. And I went through her wish list, and her wish list was so huge. I mean, I then had an interview with her, and I tried to explain to her that what she wanted the part-time marketer to do would normally be done by a 5 to 6 person marketing team. And then tried to explain why that was so. And boy, gave me a cold shoulder like you can't imagine. And so that I knew it was done. I then emailed her. I just further explained myself, and I said, even if I'm not in consideration, I'm going to help you, advise you in getting this for the hospital because I, would like to help a hospital prosper. But I laid out exactly what each position would need to be to do everything that she wanted. I mean, it was just an unrealistic wish list. Part-time, I live in Dubuque, which is a small city. It's only 50,000. This was a small community north of Dubuque that you'd have to drive at least a half hour to get to. She was not happy with the whole thing. Later on, the next Sunday, they had a listing of all the jobs they were doing. They removed marketing from one of them. And just recently, I touched base with her again. So that position was filled, but then I went to their website and no, it wasn't filled. She just she probably did what I recommended. It was just go back to the marketing firm that was handling them before. They had hired a marketing firm to handle their needs as they saw it, but she wanted more. I mean, and one of the things they wanted was this part-time marketer to attend all their internal meetings. And I just point out to her, I would have hired, with all the means that she wanted this part-time marketer to do, I would hire a full-time meeting representative to go and sit at. I mean, anyone that has a marketing director attend just meetings of all the different departments is wasting the talents of a marketing director. You can send a marketing representative there, and if there's ever anything that is actually worth reporting back to the marketing director, the meeting representative will do so. And the truth of the matter is that when that is done, when I have had a person that done that for me, like out in Boston, they rarely do. Is there anything they even report back to me? The majority of meetings has nothing to do with marketing whatsoever. And then on that rare occasion it does, is like, well, here's what they thought. And even more rare occasion, I might attend a meeting to address some issue or spearhead some project, but rarely is that ever the case. Management just loves having everyone at meetings because it justifies their existence. I think that's really the whole thing. Anyways. So right now I'm applying elsewhere, outside of Dubuque for jobs. If you know a marketing director job, I am available. I am available. What would be my dream marketing job? I don't know. Maybe a marketing director for a casino. Saying I could still do this channel. Anyways, sorry for having this be a down note. It just feels like a rug has been pulled out under me. I mean, the job was, say, here, we got 2 job openings, and then in the course of this video here, in the course of this tournament here, find out that they're both filled. So I just don't. I'm not looking forward to telling the woman I live with that the job didn't come through. It's just going to hit her like a brick. It's hitting me like a brick. Anyways, I hope if this type of stuff upsets you or you don't like this type of stuff that you stopped watching a long time ago. But I've heard that others like to know what's behind the YouTube creators at times, what's behind the scenes, who they are, that type of stuff. Get to know who we are. Although I think I only have 128 subscribers, and I know 16 of those are my family and friends. And I doubt if any of those family and friends really watch this. Maybe one of my brothers does, but I doubt it. Anyways, just venting. I'm going to now have to get ready for work. I'm not going to tell. I have to drop something off to the woman I live with. Clothes off to her hospital room. She is now in rehab. She's doing fine. Her surgery went fine. She was recovering very quickly. They moved her out of ICU a day or two sooner than they were expecting because she was recovering so well. She was moved out of the cardiovascular unit, I think 2 or 3 days earlier because she was doing so well. And then she was put into a regular hospital room to start rehab. Unfortunately, they had problems controlling her diabetes. They just didn't know what to do. Today, Becky took control of it and so put her foot down. Basically said, "Put me on a low carb diet." And since I'm doing so, she has not crashed. Before, I mean, she was crashing several times a day. In fact, 2 nights ago, she crashed 3 times in a night. And I've seen what that does to her. It's just works her over like a boxer would. It just really hurts her. And to imagine she's going through this while recovering from a heart surgery, an open heart surgery. Anyways, so I'm not going to tell Becky the bad news until tomorrow. No reason to spoil her night's sleep. Mine will be. Anyways, hopefully better things will start turning up. I'll see you in the next tournament. The button on your left will enable you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to click on the bell icon so you can receive email notifications when I put out a new video. The top right thumbnail takes you to the first tournament video I did for this channel. It's connected to a playlist of all the tournament videos I've done for this channel. The thumbnail underneath that one is to yesterday's tournament video. Click on that in case you missed it. Thank you.